Hey, get your headset again, because today we're doing another big microphone shootout with 4 heavy hitters. Hey, I'm real excited today, because today is another new gear day. And not only is it a new gear day, I'm going to compare my newest microphones, which is the Blue Encore 300, to 3 very popular microphones. This one here is the Shure SM58. It's the old standard. It's one of the most, it is the most popular microphone in the world. The SM58 from Shure. The Blue Encore 300. This is the Shure Beta 58. And right here is the Broadcaster's Standard, one of the most popular broadcaster microphones out there, the Shure SM7B. Now, I'm really excited today, not only because I'm going to explore all 4 of these microphones, but it became a double new gear day for me, because this microphone, I might as well start with that. Hey, watch that. This microphone right here it looks very similar to this microphone right here, the Shure SM58, which means it's a handheld microphone. But unlike this, the Shure SM58, and this, the Shure Beta 58, and this, the Shure SM7B, this particular handheld microphone, which I'm going to hold in my hand, is a condenser mic. This is unusual, at least for me, to see a condenser mic that is a handheld, because most of the handheld mics I've ever handled so far, most handheld mics tend to be dynamics, because dynamic microphones have a different level of sensitivity and they're often great on stage. And you usually associate a condenser microphone with what you would use in a broadcast booth or something like that, or a recording studio. So this is a handheld, and well, you can see right now I'm handling it. It has very little noise as you're handling it. I have to say it has certain noise because there's a ridge here, which actually makes it gives it a very good grip. It's very comfortable in your hand. And by the way, it weighs about a pound, almost. It's like 0.8 something. It's a very hefty, it feels well built. It is a hefty microphone, and I'm going to put it over here, get it back in the stand. Now, the SM58 is the microphone you see most of the time on stage. If you're at a concert, there's a pretty good chance that the only microphone they're using on stage is the SM58, because it is durable. I mean, people have done things to this microphone, the SM58, like barbecue it, run it over with a car twice, put it into a pitcher of beer, stick it underwater, and the thing still works. That's why they take it with them on the road. That's why if you're going to see somebody do a mic drop, they're not going to drop a $1,000 studio microphone, but they are going to drop an SM58. It's built like a tank, and I'm talking through the SM58 right now. Now, back again to the Blue Encore 300 and why I ended up with it. Well, first of all, I'm a microphone junkie. I seem to be buying more and more microphone and recording gear all the time, and when I saw that not only did Blue have a handheld microphone that is a condenser, which means it runs on phantom power, but it's handheld and it has similar characteristics of a dynamic stage mic, but in a condenser phantom powered model. So I just figured I got to try this thing out. So what you're listening to right now, and I'm doing this outside my whisper room, I'm going to do a follow-up video shortly where I take these same 4 microphones and I put them into the louder setting. The thing about a microphone of this type, or at least the dynamic types, are they're designed around using them in a loud, noisy environment. They're not necessarily designed to be used on a stage or a place where there's literally screaming fans and all sorts of other gear going on that make noise. So they're optimized for you to literally be right on them. My lip is actually touching the grill, and it handles it quite well without a lot of popping. Now, as long as I'm talking dynamic microphones and in this case, the condenser. This is the Blue Encore 300. Let's move on to the Shure Beta 58. And this is the sound of the Shure Beta 58. It is similar to the SM58. And by the way, in case you're curious, this over here, there's a red part. It's not part of the microphone. I'm using that for a little bit of a dB boost. That's by way of a SE microphone Dynamite. I've done a review of this elsewhere on my channel, so if you want to hear a couple of different variations on this, including one where I put it head-to-head with the CloudLifter CL-1. You could find that on my channel. But I'm using that right now to give it a little bit more boost. It doesn't change the sound, but it does give it a little more gain. So my gain is a little lower on this microphone than it would have otherwise. By the way, you can't use a gadget like that on a condenser like the Encore 300. And speaking of CloudLifter, which I brought up, there's a CloudLifter right now on my Shure SM7B, and that is right here. So that's the sound of this microphone in a relatively noisy room. I will be doing a follow-up video inside the booth. But what I'd like to do is point out the fact, hey, I'm hitting everything over here, that one of the real reasons I ended up jumping on this Encore, the Encore 300, is right now, and by right now I mean it's February of 2019, Sweetwater is actually doing a buy one, get one free on a handful of microphones, including the Blue Encore 300. Now, the microphone itself sells for about $200. So the idea of getting a buy one, get one free on a $200 condenser microphone, I couldn't resist. So I've already unboxed one of them, and that's this one right here. And this is what you get in the box. So, and this is the first time I'm opening this box, but it's identical to the one I've already unpacked. So you have your microphone itself, right? I'm taking that out. And again, you can hear it's a hefty microphone. And then underneath this, there is what I like. Give you a microphone holder. I've got mine already in place over there. So it goes on a standard microphone stand. I might as well switch over to that microphone here. There's a nice little booklet. Gives you nice little charts about care and the frequency response and all that other fun stuff. But they also give you a cute little microphone case. Now the weird thing about the case, I might as well point that out, is Shure gives you a case as well, by the way. Oh, by the way, I should point out that you can't see it there, but there's a little spot on the microphone, which you would definitely not see on a dynamic, that lights up because it is getting phantom power. So it kind of gives a nice thing in itself that you can tell when the microphone's on because the light lights up. It is a blue logo that lights up. They're all XLR based, by the way, in case that isn't obvious. The case itself doesn't zipper like Shure's. Like Shure has some really nice little cases. In fact, I have a few of them already because I have quite a few Shure mics. It is actually more luxurious and it's softer on the inside. You can't see that from here, but this is velvety, almost like a flocked. It's soft. A velour. I don't know what you call that. But the microphone slides in there. But weird thing is, instead of a zipper, it kind of pops in there, almost like it's just a dust cover. I kind of think it's a little weird. And now you could pull this part over it, and it'll just barely fit, but it doesn't quite seal. So I give them an A minus. It's a really great thing. It does keep the microphone clean and keeps the dust off of it, but it would be better if it was slightly larger so that it would actually close, and maybe a little zipper or snap or Velcro would be even enough. So, but it is a nice little thing. Again, it is kind of bulging out of there, and I've tried all kinds of different angles, and it really doesn't. Unless it's a full diagonal, it doesn't even give you the semblance, there it goes, of being closed. So now on a full diagonal, it kind of works. But it would, they could have just added a little bit more fabric. Anyhow, you are hearing these three microphones in a relatively noisy environment. There's a lot of echo here. I have two servers that are on 24/7, so they're making noise. But the thing about these types of microphones is they're designed to reject a lot of side noise. They are omnidirectional. for the most part. You do have a SuperCardioid pattern on the Encore 300. They do reject a lot of sound from the side. So if I'm going to talk into the Encore 300, and now I'm talking to the Encore 300 from its side, and I'm really close to it, but it's going to reject a lot of that sound until I'm right in front of it. And another microphone that's really good for that is the Beta 58. The Beta 58 is a SuperCardioid, which means it's not only a cardioid, but it's a much narrower pattern. It wants you to be a little closer to the center. So I have to talk very close to the center of the Beta 58, but if I'm on the side, it rejects it quite a bit. And then if I did the same exact thing with the SM58, the SM58 is a little more tolerant of you being off axis. It still doesn't work very well from the side, which is not supposed to, but it will pick up your voice sooner than the other model. So there is a quick overview, somewhat quicker than normal for me, of these 4 microphones. You heard them all. What do you think? Which is the best one for this type of environment, for this type of voice? This is the Shure SM7B. This is the Shure Beta 58. This is the Blue Encore 300. And this is the Blue SM58. What do you think? I will do a follow-up video very soon of all 4 microphones from inside of my whisper room. Then you'll hear it, not only how well it rejects sounds, but how well it sounds into the most perfect recording situation inside a recording booth. That's coming up. Yeah, people are just so fake when they put up their profiles. No, I know, I hate a phony. No. Well, we're going to meet one day. I'm sure of it. Yeah, you know, my schedule. It's just, so busy guy. Busy. Yeah. What am I wearing? I mean, like right now? A muscle shirt. Well, because I have very big muscles. Yeah. I work out like 3 times a day. Well, not lately. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. All that normal stuff, you know, hit subscribe, hit the like button. Oh, when you subscribe, don't forget the little bell next to it so you get notified on there, and you know, you comment. I love comments. Leave comments, tell your friends, hit share, hit the thumbs up, all that nice stuff. Yeah, good. Yeah. So what are you wearing? All right, here we go. We going yet? We're going. Everybody's going. We're going now. We're going to get going. You better get moving. We're going to get going now. Everybody rolling? Yeah, I'm rolling. All the microphones on. I hope so. Might be recording. The little red dot is on. Before I talked for a few minutes, and the camera wasn't even on. Well, what do you know about that? Yeah, this is what I do. It's not as easy as it looks. Let me tell you that.